Should be streaming live by this point. Let's see if it is running for us. Do. This will only take a second. Just want to make sure that I'm actually online. And I am. Okay, so it looks like we're good to go here on Mount Komorebi. This is the fantasy save file by Little Red Riding Sim on Twitter. You can go to her profile on Twitter, and the save file is pinned to the top. It is located on her Patreon, but there is no charge for it. You can download it for free at the end of this live stream on the archived version, and later I'll probably do an edited version as well. I'll post a direct link to that Patreon as well in the description, so you can get there really easy. If you want to download the whole file, take a look at it. Now today we're going to look at this neighborhood over here. What neighborhood is this? Sinbamachi. I'm sure I mangled the pronunciation on that. We're going to use this household. This is the Wands of Desire. Now, sometimes households do have like an information tab, an info tab. So this one says, deep in the mountains of Elvenberg, two elves slave away at their research and writing and their search for tombs and knowledge. Their travels take them further still to the land of Mount Komorebi, where they brave the elements locked inside during a bitter snowstorm. Will this be enough to melt cold-hearted Julie's heart as Dashi charms her with his dry wit and confidence? This is a Realm of Magic backstory, original by Maxis, by the same title on your Sims bookshelf. Okay, so maybe this came from a book from Realm of Magic that's actually on the bookshelf. I don't know. I have not seen that. I don't really read the books that much. I just grab one at random, right? But it's told here by Little Red Riding Sim. So that is the family we're going to use today as we look through this particular save. We're going to jump in here to their house. Which house are they at? I want to... Wands of Desire, I think, is the name of the... She's at home. Let's go there. Let's hope that she actually is at home. Sometimes that's not correct. I end up at some lot, who knows where, have to kind of backtrack to home. That's okay. If that's how it starts today, that'll be fine too. But we're going to jump in here and see what we've got with this particular build and this particular save. This is the New Year Asian Temple. Good name. It's starting out good, that's for sure. We're going to bounce up here and take a look at this in its full view. Looks very good, very cool. Oh, I love this. Okay, I love how they've used the terrain tool here to create a pond, or I guess they probably used the fountain tool, right? Because it's real shallow, and then put the grass in it. That's really clever. I really like that. Out here on this view, we'll pull back a little bit. It's tall. It's a tall structure. Let me put the roof on it. There we go. So it looks really nice. Now, let me just say right off the bat, okay, this was the same thing yesterday. Apparently, it's Valentine's Day or something here in this particular world. So we're going to go in whenever we can, and we are going to remove the decorations, right? We are going to remove the decorations so we get a more accurate view of this particular build without, the season's overlay. So I'm going to grab this little box here and set it in the corner. Where does it set it off in the corner? Pretend like it's not there. Whoops, did it not go through? I guess it didn't place. Hold on. Let's see. Let's try that again. We'll drop down here to seasons. Okay. And we'll grab that and we'll set it there. It's there now, right? It is there now. So we're going to take down decorations. Is what we're going to do. All right, finally. So this is going to give us a real look at this particular build. I'm not overly fond of the decorations from Seasons. I don't use them very much, and I especially don't like it when you go to a build, like a public build that you can't control, and all the decorations are on it and you can't take them down. I don't like that at all, but okay. So let's jump in here and take a look at this build, which I do like. This looks really, really good here. We're going to go into tab mode to kind of give us a little bit of control there. That looks really good, right? Let's drop down a bit. There we go. That's a good view. I like that. Kind of look around the back side of it here. They did some great terrain tool stuff there. See how the path, see how the path kind of comes up and winds around to the front of that temple. Very, very nice. This is cool. Love the fact they stuck a tree up there on that part. That looks really neat. Nice build here. Come around this side. Take a look at it from this angle. It's really beautiful. It's really, really pretty. They've done a great job with, the landscaping here and the terrain tools. Mount Komorebi, anyway, is a really pretty world. The lighting here is really gorgeous. So, overall, it's a really nice place. There we go. There's our shot of it there. That looks good. I might grab a picture of that. Okay, so we're going to look at this from the top down, kind of like normal. Pardon me if I have to clear my throat every so often. I am having allergies this morning. A lot of times I don't stream in the morning because that's when everything kind of drains out of me from the night before, right? Okay, I'm getting a little rubber banding there. It's going to tab, kind of control that a little bit. On this first floor, we just don't have anything really going on. You could put a ladder to that room so that you could access the balcony there. Maybe stick a little altar or something in it. It would be fine. On this second floor, though, we do have our bedroom here. We have our bedroom here. It's a little small, right? Because this is a temple. But it looks really good. I do really like it. I may go down into not tab mode. Let's go like that. Maybe that'll be better since we are dealing with some pretty small rooms here. But doesn't it look good? It looks really good. You've got everything you need, even though it is a small room. And it does fit with kind of the Asian aesthetic, right? They have, again, compared to the American Midwest, maybe a little bit smaller houses, a little bit smaller feel than we're used to here, especially in a city environment. But it looks really good. We'll drop down to our next level. That's where we're going to have our bathroom. And that's really cute. That's really nice. I'm going to assume the toilet's on the first level, fingers crossed. Here we, though, have our tub and our sink. That's really cute how they kind of threw the rose petals in there, gave it a little bit of a vibe, a little bit of a theme. Down here on the first floor, we have not a toilet yet, probably in that other building. But down here, we do have a really cool setup. I mean, this looks really neat. We've got kind of an office area, kind of a desk area, in sort of a natural garden setting. The little sort of paving stones here are very nice. I guess you could have tea out here. There are 2 chairs, and we do have a table here. It'd be a great place to have tea, a great place kind of to hang out and relax and entertain friends. Let's go this way. I want to see kind of what's under. Yeah, just a nice little plant there under the stairs. Over here on this side, we have the toilet. The toilet is here, kind of at the front room of the house. The room that you're going to enter in, the room that's kind of the public space, there's the crossover, right, to the more family space is going to take you upstairs to the bedroom. This is definitely a tiny house, right? I mean, we've got a lot of stuff fit into a small space here. I wonder if it's designated a tiny house. There is one build here that is designated as an actual tiny house. This is not it, but we'll come across it, I'm sure, I think during this build. I mean, I'm not sure, but I do think during this build we will. Let's see here. I'm going to try to go in with tab mode because I do love entering a space, kind of how The Sims enter it, right? So we can really look at it from their point of view. Like if you lived here, you know, it's pretty cool. I could live here. I like small spaces. I like tiny houses. I like tiny homes. And this looks really, really cool. You got a full kitchen here and a TV. So you're doing pretty good, I think. We'll go over to this side, kind of take ourselves around here. And there's kind of our living area, right? Nice table, nice little place to sit and hang out, watch TV. I'm going to raise that up there. That's what the outside looks like. Coming up with Horse Ranch, one of the big things, we are going to have painted ceilings, at least part of them, right? At least sort of these wooden ceilings that we've seen from Horse Ranch trailers. We got this great look going on. And, you know, this is the sort of place that wood would work really well. If all we're getting is wood and all we're getting is, you know, that sort of aspect of it, kind of like the water with Sulani, where you could just swim the routable water in Sulani at first, and then they've expanded it a little bit, but it's not like every body of water is swimmable. So my thought is, you know, yeah, based on the trailers, we know we're getting wood for the ceiling, right? We're getting a few wood tiles. If that's all we get and it just is kind of limited to that pack, okay, fine. Because you could use wood here and it's going to look great. Long story short, you could put wood there. It's going to look really, really good. Now, let's back out of here. We're going to use this particular family to go with us to some of these other lots because they're all kind of public lots and I don't want to have to go through build mode in order to look at them if I can help it. Now, if that ends up being the only thing we can do sometimes, you know, that's fine. I'm not like so opposed I wouldn't visit the lot, but I would like to go in with an actual sim and kind of see it, you know, from the sim's viewpoint. That's why I don't like to go through build mode is because I can't drop into tab mode and kind of get that view. Okay, so we've got a bar, the secret bar, Japan Temple. We've got the Ocha Garden. Ooh, I like the sound of that. We've got a karaoke over here at the Fairy Temple Ruins. And this is residential. This is the Happy Monkey Starter. Now, why do I think that there was a tiny home in this? I don't know. Because I don't think there is now. I don't see it. Maybe that one, but I don't think so. I could have sworn there was a tier 3 tiny home in this particular build. Maybe it was. Well, it didn't say tiny home when I looked it up. So I don't know. Oh, well, you know what? Let's stop agonizing over it. Let's run next door to the Temple Ruins, the Fairy Temple Ruins / karaoke bar. I'm going to go check this place out. It does look kind of cool. We saw a little bit of it from the house next door, right? We did see a little bit of it. It does look very cool. I think it's going to be neat. You know, it's using some of the Realm of Magic pieces there, the old conservatory or greenhouse or whatever you want to call it. So let's look at it here. Let's take a look as we kind of move around. Got some ruins here. Got a lot of places to sit. Also looks like you could maybe use it as a wedding. Yeah, it's actually set up more like for a wedding lot. Let's go down here a little bit closer. Because you can see the wedding arch here. You've got a place to take wedding photos. All the chairs are set up for the guest, right? We've got a bar. In fact, I love the way they did this bar here by putting these two together. That looks really cool. You know, I've never done that. And looking at it now, I think that it looks super cool. I love it. I love it. Now, don't be surprised if my next build has a bar like this, because I do think it looks really, really cool. We've got some places out here as well for guests during the wedding. Let's kind of zoom in here a little bit. Nice table set up, some nice landscaping. Got our organ there so that we can play Here Comes the Bride or Here Comes the Groom. Or Here Comes the Brides and the Grooms, right? Whatever we may be going for today. Got some places for some snacks. And God love them, they even put a chair here for an infant and a toddler. That always gets big bonus points for me with the build because they are thinking about all of the life states here in The Sims 4, right? Not just, say, young adults. Back on this side, we've got a DJ and a dance floor. And something of a... I guess this is the cafeteria line from university, right? So you could hire a vendor here maybe instead of hiring a caterer. and they would put food out. Now, your guests would have to buy the food, but still, it's kind of an interesting use of that. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's kind of cool. For some reason, we do have a mailbox on this lot. We don't need a mailbox on this lot. It is set up as a karaoke bar. So that got stuck in the kitchen. You can always take it out, though. It's no big deal. Nice little glass roof there. It looks plenty cool. And if you want to just get your own food together, if you do want to hire a caterer, we have everything here that we should need for catering. Back around this side, we've got a public restroom for our guests. Very thoughtful, so they don't pee themselves in the middle of the wedding and ruin everything, which is more of a typical Sims thing to do, right? That's actually what should happen at a Sims wedding. First of all, someone is going to wet themselves, and then someone's going to die of embarrassment. And then someone's going to die of a heart attack, probably an elder, because they just saw 2 other deaths, and it's got them so upset. I swear to God, I had a wedding once and 5 people died. Actually, I went to a restaurant once in Dine Out. We'll swing around here. I love that they tucked in this little wishing well. I went to a restaurant once when Dine Out came out. Okay, 5 people died for real. And most of them were serving staff because everybody, back in those days, there was no story progression. And so if you weren't adding Sims to town, eventually everybody in the town got old and died. Not kidding. And your town would be empty. And so the staff was all elderly, and one of them died, and then it started a domino effect because they were all upset from witnessing that death. And so one elder after another died, and then there was nobody to run the restaurant. I finally gave up. I was there for someone's birthday, and I finally just had to say, you know, I'm over it now. We have got to go. We're going to have to go, you guys. Inside here, we've got a little bit of, not too much. This has been added. This is unusual. I guess that's to decorate the tree. Is there a Christmas tree here, maybe? It's one of these. Oh, okay, it is a Christmas tree. So, you know, you could maybe decorate. That might be kind of cute, actually. It actually might be kind of cute to kind of decorate it for the holidays here in Japan or for a holiday. Let's see here. So that's inside that particular space. I don't think I saw anything else. But we'll go into tab mode and we'll kind of go in here, kind of take a look at what we've got from the Sim's eye view. These are ruins, of course, by the way. So you see some ruined steps there, some overgrown landscaping. This is a pretty nice little wedding venue. I do like this a lot. Like I said, now it's set up here as a, oh, that's cool. The light fixture is very cool. And I bet it lights it up really nice at night. It says that it's set up as a karaoke bar. That's the name. That's the lot designation. But I do think that it is a wedding venue, right? It's got a great wedding vibe here. This actually is really pretty for a wedding. Now, we're going to move on to our next stop. Let's take a look here and see what we have. Our family here. Did like that, though. I like that a lot. It's really pretty. Okay, so back here we have a residential house, which I could move them to so we can take a look at it instead of just visiting. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do. So the first place we'll do is we'll move over here to the park. We'll take a look at the park. When we're done with the park, I'm going to just move them from their house to their new house. I better make sure they have a lot of money and cheat them some money while we're at the park. How much money do they have? Yeah, they don't have very much money. So real quick here, let's go through and cheat them. Wonder if my cheats are active. Money, $1 million. Yay! So we'll cheat them $1 million. I'm sure that lot is not more than $1 million, right? And in the meantime, we're going to check out this park. It's nice. It's a sweet little park. It's got this nice little pavilion here. I really do like this. I put a park in this area too. I don't know, maybe it was originally a park, but I also redesigned it, you know, kind of with my own aesthetic and stuff as a park. I like the way this looks. I would like it better without all of the Valentine's Day's decorations on it. Can we take those down? I don't think we can. I keep trying with these public lots to take the Valentine's Day decorations down, like I do with the residential lots. And so far, I'm not having much luck at that. And if you saw any of those Valentine's decorations back on the wedding lot, I think they did kind of blend in at least a little bit better there, being pink and white, because that lot was kind of that tone. But here it's a little distracting. So we are going to try to take them off very quickly here. And it's not going to let me do it, of course, because I don't own the lot, which is what I keep running into. But I wanted to try. I'm ever hopeful. I'm ever hopeful. Down here, we'll take a look. It's a really peaceful looking little sort of Asian style park. They did put in the wishing well here, which I do like. I'm going to go into tab mode. Let's go ahead and let's look at this like the Sims look at it, right? Kind of go through here. Lovely place to take a picnic there. Oh, they've got the bird tree from Cottage Living. You know, so you will attract some birds to the lot. I love that. I put that in parks too. It's really, really cute. You can throw the rabbits into your park as well, like the little rabbit stump. You'll have rabbits running around the park. Got a great wishing well here. Really pretty landscaping. Someone's done a great job with the landscaping. And then we've got this pavilion. I think the pavilion is a big hit with me. And especially, I love the fact that they went ahead and put in a little hot pot here, right? A little hot pot and a place to get something to eat, because anybody can use that, right? So all you have to do, let's make sure there's nothing on the second floor. It's just an open second floor. All you have to do is just click on it, right? And have hot pot with others. Now you have to pay for it. That's fine though. I don't think that's any big deal. Let's invite our friend here. And we'll have them come in here and see if they start making something to eat. Now, on this back side, we've got, of course, chess. Every park in The Sims has chess, has to have chess, right? We've got, again, they put in the bird feeder. That's really cool. It'll attract birds and look a little more lively, look like a real park. Go around this way. We can see the public restroom there. Always a necessity with the public park. Got a little altar there, which is super cool. I love Snowy Escape. I love Mount Komorebi. It is one of my favorite packs, and I just think that they did a great job with it. And also, I just love new cultural worlds in The Sims. I like to have something different. I mean, I live in America. You know, I live in America, so I get a little bored with America, of course. You can see the birds flying back and forth there. Very nice, very lovely. But I get a little bored with America, so I do like other cultures and other styles. And this one was great. I loved this so much. It was so much fun. Okay, so there we go. We've got this park kind of in the bag. This is what it looks like. This is kind of where we are. Although I will say this, I think that the new world, I was a little nervous. You know, it's going to be Strangerville 2.0. With Horse Ranch. But the trailers, this is one thing I'll say about the trailers. They do keep highlighting the world, which is fine. And the world does look different than Strangerville, and it does look really good. You know, this last trailer especially, I felt like the world looked so pretty in it and just so lovely. Now, they do a great job with worlds here in The Sims. I think a lot of times they put a lot of work, a lot of effort into it, and they're usually just beautiful, just have such a fantastic style and feel to it. Are we ever going to move, honey? There we go. Fantastic style and feel to it. And so I do think the new world will look really great. I do. I'm very hopeful for it. Right now in this world, we're going to move next door to the Happy Monkey Starter. We're going to sell their furniture. I don't want to screw up these lots. We're going to move here where this one is furnished. It looks really nice. It's a little starter there. It says residential. I'm going to check and see. For some reason, I could have sworn there was a tier 3 tiny home in this world. So far, I'm not seeing it. We'll see if this is it. I don't think it is, but we will see if this is it. Now, this one does not have decorations on it. Hooray, maybe because I took the decorations down at their other house. I don't know. Let's look real quick and see what our designation is for this particular place. It does just say regular residential, not tiny house residential. So this is not the one I was thinking of, that's for sure. It looks wonderful, though. I mean, let's take a look at this. Look at that. That is just adorable. And I love the way they use this bench here. Not a bench, like the bridge. It's like a debug bridge to give a sort of arched eyebrow type of feel to our entryway there. That's brilliant. That's a fantastic use of that piece. I'm really impressed by that. The house as a whole looks really lovely. I think that we have just a gorgeous use of, the way the colors go together, the tones of this wood and the roof tile balanced with this black and this gray. I'm just gushing here over this. I do think it looks really nice. I mean, we're talking just a nice little starter home here. It feels so very Asian, and I just love it. I just love it. Can you tell I love it? I love it. Let's go up here a little bit. We will take a look at kind of an aerial view here. Very pretty, and I love the way they've got this where you can kind of pass underneath it, right? This little sort of gazebo or a sort of portico there. Awesome, awesome. Take a look at the backyard before we go inside. Really lovely. All this bamboo added is really pretty. Again, it gives a very Asian feel. They've done an excellent job with their landscaping here. It's pretty, it's colorful, and there's just enough of it. It's also kind of restrained. So I think in a lot of ways has a more realistic feel sometimes. It's very tempting in The Sims, and I'm the same way, to go in and just load the shit out of this place with landscaping, right? Just cover it with landscaping. But in real life, we don't really see that all that often. Typically in real life, you would see like a half-dead bush and some overgrown grass here in the Midwest, right? We're going to go into this particular build like we are this new family, this new expectant family here, coming in, so happy they're going to see their new home, their new starter home. And this is listed as a starter home. I didn't check the price just then, but I don't think it was very much. So this is listed as a starter home. Let's take a look here. We'll take an an overhead shot of this after we kind of tour it walking through here. Go down just a little bit more, get us kind of even with the door. There we go. Okay, so this is our house. This is our starter home, right? Super cool, nice dining area there. We've got the kitchen. Just set down just a little bit, which is great too. I like the fact that it's just sunken down just a little bit. Got some nice clutter. It is a starter home, so it's hard to put clutter in a starter home because it's expensive and you're trying to keep the price down. That's a very interesting detail. I think that's a really neat look there. Let's see here. Let's back out just a little bit. I want to kind of see. That's our cabinetry there. Very nice. And we'll come back here and take a look at the living room from this vantage point. Do have a nice TV in here for a starter home. Fireplace, place to hang out, place to sit. Kind of restrained. It's got a very restrained elegance, though. I think they've done a great job. And you step up when you come in through the door. That's great. So I think they've done a great job with designing this. We're going to come in from the top, take a look at our bedroom and bath. Great looking bathroom there. Love the pebbles for the shower. More natural look, right? That looks very nice. I like the kind of black and gray tone again for that bathroom. Over here, we have a raised platform for the bed, of course. We're going to go down into tab mode for this. We should be able to manage it without any trouble. Head right in here as though we are really going to go into this bedroom and take a rest. Looks really cool. The use of this particular, I think it's just like graffiti kind of almost, kind of just like a decal, not true art, like a decal. Looks so good on that wall. This is probably a debug item, which I could use for free for decor. Very smart thinking. If you're wanting to put some decor in your build and you have almost no money because it is a starter home, look through the debug and find a couple of items there. You can often find plants, potted plants, all sorts of things to kind of dress up a place when you just don't have a lot of money at the start. We'll take a look at this end of the room. It also looks very nice, right? We've got an office here and a computer. They fit a lot of stuff in here. If you figure, you know, they've got a TV, they got really nice kitchen appliances and a nice computer. This might be a little bit more than I expect, this place. We'll check out the starter price here in just a second. We'll go back into build mode and kind of look at that. But for now, this is the way it looks from above. You know, it's spacious too. The bedroom's actually quite spacious. Even this area is very spacious for a starter, which again is kind of giving me the impression maybe it's a little more expensive than I think, but it's a great house. It's really, really lovely. Now, according to this, we're looking at about, no, look at that, $16,517. Now, that's probably off a little bit because we just moved in and sometimes it's a little wonky like that. But my guess is this is coming in under $22,000, which is what you would have to start with 2 Sims. So, yeah, no, I think they fit all of this stuff in at a really great price. They did a fantastic job with this. I'm seriously impressed. I am seriously impressed, and we're going to go take a look at our next lot here with our 2 family members. So here we'll travel. Great lot. That's really, really pretty. I mean, I really think so. And some cool build ideas there. We're going to go take out this. We're going to go take a look at the secret bar, the Japan Temple. Let's see here. Off we go. I really like this neighborhood so far. This neighborhood I think I like better actually than the first one we went through. I think the builds look really cool here. It's a really, really nice vibe. Okay, so the secret bar / Japan Temple. We're going to go up here and take a look at this from above. We turn off my MCC there, right? Little notifications. We're going to go up here like this. Again, I can't take the decorations down. Pretend it's not Valentine's Day and you don't see the little lights and stuff on there. Since it's a public lot, I can't take it down. This looks very good, though. That's for sure. Nice, nice look on that. Come around from this direction. Good look there as well. Does have a very temple-ish feel, right? Can't wait to see the inside of this. From around back, I think it's going to be pretty much about the same, you know, the way these are designed. And it is. So it looks really good from the outside. We've got a great start on it. We'll take a look here top down. Let's see. Now, I really like for things to be straight with the world like that, right? Like not wonky. So we're gonna zoom in here, kind of even that up in tab mode, and we'll go down here. On the top floor, there is not anything in the top floor, but I think you could put for sure a ladder or a set of stairs up here, and this might make a nice little bedroom or a little place to eat. Again, put in like a little hot pot, right? Put in the hot pot, put in a table and chairs, Japanese style, and eat there on that 3rd floor. Now, down below that, we've got a sort of rest area here. Got a couple of places to sit. An interesting choice. I guess they're using that kind of as a table, maybe? I'm not sure there. But it's a beautiful room. It does look like a really lovely room. So that's really pretty. I like that a lot. Especially like up here, that view is just, you know, gorgeous. Or I'm not even sure it's a view. Is it a view outside? Is that a window? I think it is a window. Looks gorgeous, right? I wasn't sure if it was a painting. Yeah, it's the outside. Looks really nice though. Really, really nice. And we'll back up this way a little bit here. Zoom out just a bit so we can get a wide angle look on that. So a nice room, right? Great place to come and relax. Now, yeah, I probably would move the plants. That might have been a little bit of oversight there. Sometimes these builds are done as part of a competition and there's a time crunch and someone's like, oh my God, I got to get it in. At least I want to get it in. And, you forget a few things here or there, right? It does happen. I have been there more than once. So, there you go. That's what it should look like right there. Pretty simple fix, right? Down here on the first floor, we have more of the bar area, right? Like so. So it looks like there's going to be a basement on this one too. Yeah, I think we're going to have a basement maybe. Maybe it's just taller than I think. Am I up higher than I think? Back here, we've got a nice bathroom, nice public restroom. Kind of like a storage area back in this area leading to the restroom. We're going to pull back just a little bit here. Again, go into tab mode. Kind of give us a feel for if we're walking up on this thing. It has a really nice look, You could imagine just kind of meandering on in here. If you're in Japan, you're at Mount Komorebi, you're on vacation, you're going to check this place out. Nice look there. And like I said, we do have stairs over here to the basement. We'll swing around this way. That's really cute too. I mean, I love that. Is that a piece of art in game? Or someone might have done a custom work of art there. There have been a lot of custom pieces of art in these builds, and they are fantastic. Let me tell you right now, it's worth downloading this save file from Little Red Writing Sim just to go through and snag out these pieces of custom art because they are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're really beautiful. Sometimes it will say, let me see here. Maybe this is one that's in game and I just don't realize it. Sometimes it'll say who made it. Sometimes it won't. Let's go into build mode and see if we get kind of a look here at it. Mystery poser antique portrait. So I think is this in game? Must be. Must just be like a swatch that maybe I've missed. Okay, I guess I have not seen that. I do not recognize that at all. Now, where is that here? Where is it? I don't even see it here. See, it's the sort of thing I'm sure I would recognize that. So, oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know how I've missed that. Honestly, don't. Oh, because it's that? It's that thing? Okay, I'm going to guess at some point they must have updated this, right? Because this has been around forever. And I haven't looked at it in a long time because it's not my favorite. But I do love this Asian version. That's really, really nice. Okay, so now I know where that came from. That's a big surprise. That's a new one for me. I've had a lot of new things that have kind of hit me with this particular save file. A lot of the builds here. You can always learn something new. I've played the hell out of this game, that's for sure. But you can always learn something new, and I certainly have. And that is one thing I just learned right there. Maybe check things that I haven't checked in a while, right? Okay, let's see here. This is our bar here in the basement. I love this. This looks really, really cool. Check that out. Got this great sort of altar set up here in the back. Looks really nice. I mean, very themey, almost like Disney World or something, but awesome, awesome, awesome. There's a look from that side. I love the fire, the fire dome there. Here's our bar side. This also looks very good. They've done a great job accessorizing this with both, wall art. Love that. She's going to just take a little swim, right? She's going to jump in there and take a little swim in that pond. She's feeling it. She obviously had something really great to drink here. And she's like, I'm in love with life. I'm in love with nature. She's in love with nature, you guys. She had to jump in there and be one with nature for a little while. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. If I was in a Japanese bar in the basement drinking some sort of stuff that you can only get in the basement of a Japanese bar, I might end up in the pond too. All over the place, all sorts of ponds. But from this side, it does look really good too. Going to take a look over here. Yeah, I love it. Love this place. Love this bar. Got a jukebox there if you want to do. If you want to do a little dancing, got a jukebox there. The posters are all super cool. Have a definite Japanese type of vibe. I love this place. This is a great bar. This is one I could definitely see using in Mount Komorebi, just outside of a fantasy save, right? Would just be like an everyday sort of like kitschy sort of bar, right? Okay, so we'll go up here and look at this from overhead real quick. That's our look from overhead. Very cool. Very, very cool. Go like that. That's a little bit better look from overhead. Love this. This is done really well. They've done a great job putting that together. A lot of different kind of bug items tucked together. Is that our, yeah, that's our hot springs. Very cool. Okay, so that's our hot springs. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this is a very cool bar. Someone did a great job. A lot of people have done great jobs with the builds in this particular file. I've been very impressed over and over again. Now, I hope that you'll hit like, subscribe, and notify. That is the end of this particular live stream. We will tackle neighborhood number 3 up on the snowy peaks, up where you go skiing, on our next live stream for Mount Komorebi Fantasy Save file. And there'll be other things in the meantime. Of course, too, I do a lot of different videos, mostly revolving around The Sims, mostly. Sometimes I do some travel stuff and a few things like that, but mostly revolving around The Sims. So please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And until next time, like always, thanks for watching.